In today's program, we have Pujya Gnanvatsaldasji, who is an eloquent speaker and erudite scholar too. Everyone is aware of Swamiji, I'm very sure, but even then, for information of greater concern, I just speak a few words to introduce Pujya Swamiji to the members of CHARUSAT family. Swamiji, Guru is His Divine Holiness Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj and now Mohan Swamiji Maharaj. Pujya Swamiji got initiation in the year 1992 during the inauguration of Akshata Gandhinagar. You'll be happy to know that Swamiji himself is an engineer, be mechanical. Maybe the engineering faculty will be too happy to know that. So we are also happy. In fact, Swamiji's discourses, I think you have all heard at some point or the other, family members, both teaching and non-teaching, to throw light on the very talked about subject of work and life balance. And Swamiji very kindly consented to that. Swamiji is having exposure in great many areas, out of which one or two favorite areas of his is my family, happy family, attitude, the master key to success, work-life balance, which we'll be taking on today. Swamiji is associated with many institutions, including IIM Indore, Ahmedabad Management Association, and certainly we are very, very fortunate to have Pujya Swamiji today here to listen to his wisdom on a very, very talked about subject, work and life balance. Without wasting any more time, I will request Pujya Swamiji to take on the session.
Brahma Bhagavan Purushottama Jano Jananidam Satyam Muchyate Bhavabandhana Shri Swami Narayan Bhagavan Ki Jai Akshar Purushottam Maharaj Ki Jai Radha Krishna Deva Ki Jai Siyavar Ramachandra Bhagavan Mahotsav Ki Jai. With prostrations at the divine feet of Bhagavan Swami Narayan and my Guru Hari, Param Pujya Mohan Swami Maharaj, my heartiest namaskar, good afternoon, and Jai Swami Narayan to all the faculties of CHARUSAT, and especially to your Honorable Provost and our Elder in Satsang, Shri B.G. Patel, and the coordinator of this program, Mr. Chakrabarti. It's nice to be amongst you today. Actually, like about 3 or 4 months back, we had visited this campus along with our Guruji, Param Pujya Mohan Swami Maharaj, when he was here, on the kind invitation of our Provost. And we had spent like about an hour here in your campus. And since then, it was his request to Pujya Bhagat Charan Swami as well, that we can have a session for the faculties. And thereafter, I think again I'm going to come back on 12th of April for a session with your students. So when it comes to working people, as was said, that work-life balance is very important. Because you need to have a very fine balance between your working life, your social life, your personal life. Otherwise, if you gain on one front, there are chances that you lose on the other front. To have an equal gain on all the fronts, you need to balance it well. Those people who have balanced it well, they have won life. We all need to balance. Because this is the 20th and the 21st century. We live in times where it's difficult to balance because it's a cutthroat competition in whichever profession you are. And more as the days pass by, your work demands more and more hours, energy. So you find it difficult to balance. Again, on the other part of the story is that the facts, the real scenario of the 20th and the 21st century, that we live in the times where we have fancier houses but broken homes. We live in the times where we have high-rise buildings and low-rise characters. We live in the times where we have double incomes and more divorces. We live in the times where we have broader highways and narrower viewpoints. These are the times where we have steep profits in businesses and shallow relationships. These are the times when man has gone all the way to the moon and has come back but finds it very difficult to cross the road and meet the new neighbor. I bet if one of the faculties knows the names of at least more than 50 other faculties, difficult. There will be incidents happening in your life that after 15 or 20 or 25 years into your service in this organization, by accident if you meet somebody in the train and then both of you get introduced, that was the first time you would come to know that both of you are working at CHARUSAT since 20 years. Chances. And it happens. So these are the times where man has gone all the way to the moon and has come back, gone out of gravity and come back. But he finds it extremely difficult to cross the road and meet the new neighbor. These are the times where man has broken the atom. But he finds it very difficult to break up prejudice. Atom तोड़ना सहज और prejudice पूर्वाग्रह तोड़ना कठिन. Once you see somebody red, you want to see him red always. No chances of him improving in your eyes, whether he has improved or not. He stands no chance of improvement in your eyes, whether he has improved or not. God knows. He knows. Society knows. The list is very long, but in short, you can say that these are the times where we live in the 21st century, where we have much to show in the show window and nothing in the stockroom, or rather very much less in the stockroom. We live more by heads and less by hearts. And so we don't manage our work-life balance. We try to give a thought to everything. We try to analyze everything. We want to dissect everything. And we want logical answers to everything. And that is how, this is the surest way to lose life. Demanding logics and reason for every act, every step in your life is the surest way to lose life. Man lives by heart more than head. Work-life balance is a perfect balance of head and heart. See, we are in the topmost position in the animal kingdom. Biologically, our name is Homo sapiens sapiens. We are the most intelligent creation of God. God has gifted us with the power to collect information, transform that information into knowledge, and we have used it well. No other species, no other existence upon this earth has got this power to collect information and transform that information into knowledge. We have been gifted with this. We have been gifted with other power as well to transform this knowledge into wisdom. But we have used it very less. We have used the power to convert information into knowledge, but we have not utilized enough power that has been gifted to us by God to convert that knowledge into wisdom. So we are good doctors, we are good engineers, we are good pharmacists, we are good teachers, we are good chartered accountants, but we are less humans. Because we have not utilized that power of converting knowledge into wisdom, and so we are not able to maintain a good work-life balance. Most of the professionals, they win work and they lose life. Most of the professionals, they win work and they lose life. And this is the principal reason of more stress generation in today's working professionals. So we live in this age where we have learned to swim like a fish in water, we have learned to fly like a bird in air, but we have not learned to walk like a sane human being upon this earth. We live in an age of guided missiles and misguided man. We have got ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles, 5,000 miles. It can cross the Himalayas, enter Europe with a 200 kg nuclear bomb, a guided missile with a 10 feet radius perfection. But when you are stepping outside your house in the morning, you don't know, you only know you are going to CHARUSAT, yet you don't know where actually you are going in life. Today you are going to CHARUSAT, in life where are you going, you don't know. Difficult to maintain. It happens in work as well. It happens in life as well. So with this scenario, with this state of affairs, when it comes to work, we are stepping into the first major part of understanding work-life balance. When it comes to work, the first important aspect is honest, ethical hard work in whichever profession you are. If you don't work hard, if you don't put your own energies into it, you will never progress. If you want to rise, you need to put a lot of energy into it. You are young professionals. 8-10 hours of working should become a habit. It's not that I'm just talking to you standing on this rostrum and delivering you all nice icy cake talks. We also work 8 to 10 hours a day. I come from one of the largest organizations in the world, the BAPS-Swami Gnanvatsaldasji. It is one of the top 10 NGOs of the world with a permanent seat in the United Nations in New York. We have more than 1,300 campuses all over the world. We run more than 150 hospitals, schools, hostels, and colleges. We do 162 different types of social, cultural, medical, environmental, moral, spiritual activities. We have a volunteer force of 55,000. We are about 1,000 saints in the organization. Out of those 1,000 saints, more than 700 of them are graduates, postgraduates, chartered accountants, doctors, engineers. Out of those 750, about 150 of them are born American and British citizens. Out of those 50 saints at least are Harvard, Oxford, Stanford, Yale, or Carnegie Mellon graduates. In the age group of 24, 28, 32, 35, 40. So we also work, because all this administrative work, it happens under the direct guidance of saints all over the organization. So we are directly involved in the administration of hospitals, schools, hostels, colleges, and all these activities. So we know what is management, we know what is administration, we know what is HR. So today what I'm talking to is not just like reading a couple of books and mugging it up and talking to you. The first important aspect, the very first important aspect of work-life balance first important aspect of a work-life balance is honest, ethical hard work in whichever profession you are. When Bill Clinton, the President of the United States, he visited India, that was in the year 2000, and he visited the high-tech city in Hyderabad. He was addressing the convocation of IT professionals, the students and the professionals all were in the assembly. At that time, he said that, see, India is among the youngest country in the world. India has 540 million youths. There is 54 crore youths in India in the age group of 15 to 40. He said, forget 8 hours, forget 6 hours. Even if this 540 million youths of India, they work for 4 hours a day, honestly and ethically, nobody can stop India from becoming a superpower by 2020. India has the potential. The ethical thinking within should be honest, ethical hard work. And if you go for it, you gain. The family gains, society gains, the nation gains, and the world gains. That is your hard work. I want to teach you a hard work, real life example that we have seen with our own eyes. Let me talk to you about Pujya Swami Maharaj when it comes to hard work in life and honest, ethical hard work in life. Pujya Swami Maharaj in his lifetime, he remained the president of this organization for 65 years and the guru of this organization for 45 years. He passed away just about like 6 months back. He has personally traveled to more than 18,000 villages in 60 countries of the world. Not a single person living a public life in India or elsewhere. No politician, no social worker, nobody living a public life has traveled to 18,000 villages personally. In his lifetime, Pujya Swami Maharaj has personally read and answered more than like about 7.5 lakh letters. This generation doesn't know what is writing letters. Chakravarti. This is called the SMS generation. And I personally call them the touchscreen generation. This generation is called the touchscreen generation because they got all the gadgets in their hands where they touch and the screen appears. So that has resulted in their life as well. This is the touchscreen generation. You touch them and they express. So with the gadgets, they have become like gadgets. Pujya Swami Maharaj has personally visited, as we have come to your campus today. He has personally visited more than 3.5 lakh shops, offices, homes, factories and institutions. Pujya Swami Maharaj has met more than like about 20 million people in his lifetime. People coming to him, not just for darshan, seeking answers to their queries, to their questions, to their problems. And very happy, with a smiling face. He would listen to everybody, talk to everybody. What an amount of hard work. With our own eyes, we have seen Pujya Swami Maharaj at the age of 70, 75, 78, 80, roaming into the deep Adivasi villages of Gujarat at the 11 or at the midnight to de-addict people, to teach them moral values in life, to imbibe faith in them, in traditions, culture and God. And that is why you see this BAPS organization worldwide. So the first principal aspect of our topic, work-life balance, is your honest, ethical hard work. Subtopic that we are talking about is hard work. There is no alternate to it. The one-time Prime Minister of India, Mrs. Indira Gandhi, used to say that there is no alternate to hard work. वे कहते थे कठोर परिश्रम, hard work No alternate to it. Now it comes how to make your work an art. Do it finely. Do it intelligently. Do it wisely. Sometimes we do more of labor work. It is like donkey work and dog work. Nani Palkiwala used to say every Indian works in a way that a donkey works. A donkey doesn't know what it is carrying, whether it is diamonds or sand on his back. Don't just do labor and donkey work. I have been assigned this table. I'm supposed to carry the work of this particular file. I'll do it now. Do it wisely. Do it intelligently. Make it an art. Martin Luther King used to say that if it is in your destiny to sweep the floors, catch the broom in your hand in a way, thinking yourself, imagining yourself to be Beethoven, to be Michelangelo, to be Picasso. The way they created their creations, their art, their music, their sculpture, you create your work. Work at the end of the day, done as an art, makes you great. Agree or not?
Yes.
Work at the end of the day, done as an art, makes you great. Nothing else. Your degrees are there to enter the professional field. The rest, your work will make sure a progress for you in that field. But now the chapter comes, you have to work it ethically. Honestly. If you are paid for 8 hours of work, you must generate 8 hours of work. You must generate results. Once Pramukh Swami Maharaj was asked that if there is nothing to work, you are sitting idly, no letters to write, no phone calls to make, nobody to meet, not even assembly timings to go in the assembly, how would you feel? Relaxed? And Pramukh Swami said, no, if there is no work around, I would generate work. The difference between us and great personalities is that when we finish work, we feel relaxed, and they people, when they finish their work, they generate another work. Change of work is hobby and relaxation. We feel that at the end of the work, after the end of the work, an entertainment, a movie is relaxation. For great personalities, change of work in strides it makes is hobby, is entertainment, is joy. But then you have to do it ethically right. That step one, when it comes to being ethically right, carry the extra load, walk the extra mile, and face the extra danger. How many of you all faculties, today you are all professors and lecturers of this institute, you can put your hand on your chest and tell that I have gone beyond my working hours, beyond my working sphere, beyond my working table, beyond my working field to work for the institute and work for the students here. Faithfully, keeping one hand on your chest, raise your other hand if you say yes. Did everybody get what I wanted to say? You got it? Shall I repeat? How many of you sitting here, all the faculties you are, taking care of the future of the students and thus the future of the society and the country, you can tell to yourself, putting a hand on your chest, that yes, I worked beyond my working time, beyond my working sphere, beyond my working field. Raise your hands now. Faithfully. Not even 10 hands up. All people, for example, there are 17,000 MBAs in India produced every year. The market needs only 4,000. What do the rest 13,000 do? They do the job of BCom and MCom. And these corporate people are smart, I tell you, very smart people. From day one, they will give you a first class visiting card and ask you to wear a tie. And you will be saying, Mr. Hardik Shah, recovery officer for a district bank, cooperative bank. Recovery executive. They give the title of executive to everybody. This corporate people. They give a title of executive to everybody. And you know what the recovery executive has to do? He has to go and sit outside on the benches of the offices of MDs and chairmen of multinational companies or factories or offices. And he has to wait there for 2 hours just to tell the guy inside sitting that please, aapne ab tak hafta nahi diya hai. You have not paid your installments. Then he would say, today is what? Friday. Come, next Wednesday. Theek hai. He has to again come the next Wednesday. He is called the recovery. Until the 80s, the lady or the gentleman sitting outside the office, and on that table was written reception. First it was written inquiry. Then it was written after the late 80s reception. He or she rather, they were called receptionist. But now they've improved. They are called front desk managers. પગાર એનો એ જ પગારમાં વધારો નહીં પણ નામ ઇમ્પ્રૂવ કરે ને મજા આવે you enjoy manager you enjoy. In the 80s the one who would clean the rooms was called a cleaner, sweeper, cleaner. In the 90s it was improved. It was now called housekeeping. You know now the latest term is in-house manager. Everybody is a manager. This is the style called the corporate working. What I mean to say is 17,000 MBAs, market needs 4,000. How many CHARUSAT produces per year?
Intake is 740.
Intake is
120.
120. That is out of 17,000, 120 produced by CHARUSAT. Out of those, who will reach at the top? Everybody has got the same certificate. Those who will produce honest and ethical hard work. First, when it comes to ethics, Pramukh Swami Maharaj was once asked, which thought remains with you 24/7, 365? And Pramukh Swami said, the thought that has never entered my mind. Shall I tell it first? And everybody was more interested in that. And Pramukh Swami Maharaj said, the thought of hurting anybody, physically, mentally or emotionally, has never entered my mind. And that is why they are a different personality. Only then they can work at this stage and at this level. And in institutions, half of the time goes in leg pulling exercises. Why did he come out at 2:30 p.m. from Provost's office? दाल में कुछ काला है. Our thoughts start. He might have talked about me. He might have complained about me. Sometimes our minds, thought processes, and we may be engineers, we may be MEs, we may be PhDs, but sometimes they are so mean and thick. It's just somebody is looking at us. Why must he be looking at me? The simple answer is because he has eyes. Don't take your mind, the thoughts, the heart and the feelings all four to that level that you constantly get disturbed. Got my point? Don't take your mind and the thoughts, your heart and the feelings to that level. Don't stoop down to that level that constantly you feel disturbed with people around you, with circumstances around you, the situations that crop up. Be strong. Then you will be able to make it. and never any type of ill feeling for everybody. Pramukh Swami lived his credo: in the good of others lies our own, in the progress of others rests our own. I also progress, you also progress. This is the age of quality. Everybody has to think quality. I also progress, you also. I also gain, you also. I also enrich, you also. I also gain heights, you also. Simple. Let's walk together. That is first ethical sense of walking. Let's gain together and achieve together. That's ethical sense of gaining, of living. And only that matters. Second important ethical part of working is absolutely honest in your all relationships and transactions. A very small boy, must be at the age of like 8 or 10, he was working in the suburbs of New York. I'm talking of things many years back. He had to work after his school hours because to help financially the family. He used to go in the grocery shop, he was there on the retail counter, and every evening, while the shop was getting closed at about 9 p.m., the owner would come there and he would like see the accounts. One day he found there were 3 cents more. And then he said to the boy, as usual, now shut down the shutter and let's go home. He said, no sir, somebody has paid us 3 cents more. And the owner was like surprised. 3 cents more, eh? 3 cents, kam to nahi diye na? Not less, it's more. Enjoy? And the little boy said, sir, no. If somebody might have given us 3 cents less, then in the same way we should feel disturbed if somebody has given us 3 cents more. And the owner said to the little boy, what would you do? He said, I'll make the whole list of all the customers who had come to the shop today. And then I'll individually try to meet everybody and check the transaction with them. Are you a fool? At 9 p.m. in the neighborhood. I'll go. I cannot rest without that. And he went to like about 15 homes. His mother was tense. Why did not he return? No mobile phone at that time. He came back home at 11:30 p.m. after that. And the little boy's mother said, where were you? He said, this is what all happened. And after about like 15 home visits, I found a gentleman who had paid me 3 cents more. I gave it back to him, and now I'm relaxed. His mother, she hugged the little boy and gave him a very important lesson. In all your transactions in life and all your relationships in life, remain always honest. And that he inscribed it on his heart. Nevertheless, that little boy grew up to become the most famous president of the United States. I'm talking of Abraham Lincoln. Values imbibed in life counts. Virtues imbibed in life counts. It makes you a complete personality. Ethical working counts. Otherwise, it is donkey work, dog work, cat work, not human work. How many of you been to Akshardham at New Delhi? Just raise your hands. Or Akshardham New Delhi, especially. Like good, 70% of you. We opened it in 2005 till this day 2017. We have a footfall of 17,000 per day. Well managed, well organized. Many incidents right from day one used to happen. Initially we used to remember, we tried to remember it, but now the numbers have gone outside the capability of a human brain to even read, forget to remember. I tell you one incident. How people are ethically inspired to work in their respective spheres when they read certain things, when they get exposed to these things, when they meet people who are ethically living right. We have the General Visitors book. And every day our volunteers, they go through the pages of it after Akshardham is closed. One of our volunteers is found in one of the pages, somebody had written. It was in Hindi. He had written कि मैं हरियाणा के एक छोटे से गांव में से आता हूं. मैं मेरे गांव में घर घर जाके दूध बांटता हूं. छोटा सा आदमी हूं, साइकिल में 2 कैन लेके जाता हूं. हमारे गांव में 150 घर है. मेरी उम्र 50 साल की हुई। दिल्ली सिर्फ मैं अपने जीवन में 2 बार आया हूं। एक बार जब हमारे गांव में कोई बड़े घर में शादी थी तो बारात में आया था, और दूसरी दफा अभी आए, सबने बोला अक्षरधाम देखने लायक है, तो सब गांव वालों के साथ में चला और अक्षरधाम देखा। अक्षरधाम देखा, बहुत शांति मिली, बहुत प्रेरणाएं मिली, प्रदर्शनी सब देखी। तो आज मैं एक प्रतिज्ञा लेना चाहता हूं। एंड देन ही राइट्स कि मैं ये प्रतिज्ञा लेना चाहता हूं कि आज से मैं अपने दूध में पानी नहीं डालूंगा। He went back home and he told the other 2 milkmen कि भाई मैंने ये प्रतिज्ञा ली। That too also took the same pledge. So now we say that that small hamlet in Haryana, all the 150 families, they get good milk without water added to it, is because of Akshardham. Thousands of such incidents have happened at Akshardham. What I mean to say, in your respective work spheres, ethically right when you are, when you want to be, when you get exposed to such literature, when you get exposed to such workings of great personalities, when you get exposed to such places, and you accept the high principles of dignified living, that is where ethics comes into your life. Pramukh Swami could say, I have not thought of hurting anybody physically, mentally or emotionally in my life. What a high ethical living. In 1987 we had the severe drought in Gujarat, and at that time the per cattle head subsidy from the government was 1.5 rupees. Pramukh Swami Maharaj personally telephoned the Chief Minister of Gujarat and said, in 1.5 rupees, even our human stomachs cannot be filled. What to think about the cattle? So it was increased to 3 rupees. Again Pramukh Swami called, increased to 6 rupees. Again Pramukh Swami called the Chief Minister and said, Swami, my sarkar beche jaise. Pramukh Swami said, nothing will happen, increase it. At this present moment, if we save the cattle, the next year when the rains are there, we'll be able to do our farming better. So it was increased to 9 and then it was increased to 12. Per cattle head subsidy was increased to 12 by the government of Gujarat on the insistence of Pramukh Swami Maharaj. So people at that time, the leaders of the society, were telling that the cattle of Gujarat were saved because of Pramukh Swami Maharaj telling the government. At that time, Pramukh Swami Maharaj also opened 4 cattle camps and we had about 12,000 cattle, and Pramukh Swami asked the saints to serve the cattle. At that time, he gave the slogan that the service of dumb animals is service to God. Now I tell you what happened. Pramukh Swami was in Mumbai in 1987 and we had the 4 cattle camps in Gujarat. At that time, one gentleman, he came up with a check of 1 lakh rupees to give it to Pramukh Swami for the cattle. And Pramukh Swami graciously accepted it. And then Pramukh Swami said that if you don't mind, I have received a letter just about 3 days back. And there is a small organization, a Jain Foundation, in a small town called Gadhra in Bhavnagar district. They are also running a cattle camp. They have about like 250 cattle. They are short of fodder. They are short of money. So they have asked me for some help. So if you don't mind, can you divert this check of 1 lakh rupees to that organization? And the gentleman was like dumbfounded. Dog jaw. What, Swami? What are you talking? And Pramukh Swami said, can you divert this donation to that organization? Swamiji, I have come to donate it to you, your organization, your activities. Pramukh Swami said, yes, I know, but at present we have about 15 to 20 days of stock of fodder and money. God will send somebody like you in the next 15 days, but that organization, they need it, I think you should divert it. And that gentleman said, Swamiji, for the first time in my life, I am meeting a person to whom I have come to donate and he is diverting the donation to other organization. And then he said, Swamiji, but I don't know that organization. Pramukh Swami said, I know that organization. He said, I don't know the trustees of that organization. Pramukh Swami said, I know all the chain trustees of that organization, I know them personally. He said, but Swami, Still that gentleman was get reluctant. I said, Swami, but how can I have faith that they will utilize it in proper way? Pramukh Swami said, do you have faith in me? He said, yes, Swami. Then keep faith in my words. They are a good organization. And he diverted the check there. Imagine 1987, a check of 1 lakh rupees is almost like 1 or 2 crores today. He said, for the first time I am seeing an organization who itself for its activities is living on charity and diverting that charity to some other organization. Hats off to you, Pramukh Swami. You are thinking of the society, not just of your own self or your own organization. This is called ethical living, ethical working. Pramukh Swami lived his credo. In the good of others lies our own. So when you are working as professors and lecturers here, let we all progress to make this organization CHARUSAT great. We all should be the credo. You all follow me, I will make it. Yes or no? You all follow, I will make it. Give me a clear yes or no?
No.
We all do it. We all lead and we all follow. In such an organization, the credo of working is we are all leaders and we are all followers. So that is called honest and ethical working. If you miss out on ethics, whoever you are, whatever you are, wherever you are, you can become from hero within seconds. Your 20 years of service, 30 years of service in an organization can come down to level 0 if you miss out on ethics. I want to ask you a very simple question. You become a junior engineer in the electrical department, then you become a senior engineer, then you become an executive engineer, then you become a board director, then you become the chairman of GE. So your 40 years of services with the Gujarat Electricity Board, my simple question is, do you have the right as chairman of GB to put your finger inside the plug? Yes or no? Can you tell electricity, see, I'm your chairman, okay? And this is my finger, okay? And you need to take care of it, okay? I'm putting it inside the plug, okay? Can you tell it? Electricity knows only human flesh and blood. It doesn't know the chairman. Agreed? Yes. Just raise your hands if you agree with this statement. All of you. Electricity knows only human flesh and blood. It doesn't know the chairman. In the same way, ethics is like electricity. It knows only human flesh and blood. It doesn't know lecturer, lab technician, professor, head of the department, dean. Nobody. Not even the VC. It doesn't know anybody. It knows only human flesh and blood. Chitka devi. Mar jaoge. Whoever you are, even if the name of your company is Satyam, you can't go for Asatya practices. You can be in jail 7 years, rigorous imprisonment. Even if you are the king of the skies, you have to leave India without an Indian passport. હું નામ નહીં બોલું, તમારે સમજી જવાનું. If you put a napkin inside your pocket and start the run-up to bowl, you attract a life bag. Spot fixing. Even if you are a promising young fast bowler for India, you attract a life bag. Yes or no?
Yes.
It happens. It happens with. In short, even if you are the Sahara of thousands of homes, you can still lie Sahara in Tihar for 4 years. 10,000 crores. Whoever you are, whatever you are. Electricity is electricity. Never miss out on ethics. You can get excused 1. You can get excused 2. Third time, No option. You have to put your papers. So work ethically right. Work intelligently, work wisely, and ethically right. You must have a great aspiration in your heart that this land of Charotar produced one Sardar. I want to produce another Sardar from my batch. You must have the aspiration that India had one Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. I want to produce another Kalam from my batch. Nobody will ask you if you have taught and graduated 10,000 students. You will be known by your disciples and your students if you have produced a Sardar or a Kalam. Have that aspiration. Teach all, pinpoint few. You can pick up. So that is for work. Now it comes to the second part of the talk. Work-life balance. It is very clear. I talk in my seminars. I go to national, international seminars all over the country talking to corporates, and I talk to them when it comes to work-life balance. 8 plus 8 plus 8 should be the system. 24 hours of the day you have. You should well distribute it into 8 plus 8 plus 8. First 8 hours is your honest, ethical hard work that we talked about. Second 8 hours is your sleep or rest. And third 8 hours are very important. This is the sphere where you actually lose or gain life. Third 8 hours, now listen carefully. Third 8 hours is 3H and 3F. 3H is your health, hygiene and hobby. 3F is your family, friends and faith. You should well distribute your third 8 hours into these 6 spheres. I repeat. Third 8 hours is 3H and 3F. 3H is health, hygiene, hobby. Repeat with me. Health, hygiene, hobby. Again. Health, hygiene, hobby. 3F is family, friends, faith. Repeat. Family, friends, faith. Once more. Family, friends, faith. Your third 8 hours should be well distributed in the 6 spheres, then you have a complete work-life balance. If you can't manage that, let me repeat to tell you, you are successful as a professional, you will lose yourself as a father. You will lose yourself as a husband or a wife. You will lose yourself as a brother or a sister. You will lose yourself as a relative or as a friend. And at the end of the day, if you won work and lost you or yourself, you are a loser. You are a loser. Simple. So, the work-life balance is spending your evenings with your families and for your faith. Warren Buffett, the richest investor upon this earth with an investment of more than $100 billion, 63 companies Berkshire Hathaway has under its flagship. He throws his pen on the table at 6 p.m., gets up and gets back to his family. He doesn't put his mobile on after 6 p.m. Stunned silence. How can this be possible in this age of great social media? In this age of internet? In this age of Mafat Jio? And with the great blessings of Mukesh Ambani, it is extended to 15th April. Mukesh Ambani ગઈકાલે સાંજે કૃપા કરી ભારત ઉપર. ગઈકાલે સાંજે. એ જીઓ હવે 31 માર્ચના બદલે બધાને ખબર. મફત તો ખબર જ હોય. તમારે દુનિયાનું કેટલું બધું જાણવાનું હોય, પછી તમે ક્યાંથી તમારા કુટુંબને ટાઈમ આપી શકો? અમે સમજીએ છીએ તમારી કારણ કે કેટલી બધી ઇન્ફોર્મેશન તમે ન મેળવો તો તમે બુદ્ધુ કહેવાઓ, તમે ડફોડ કહેવાઓ, પછી તમારા ફેમિલી સાથે ટાઈમ કાઢો કેટલી કઠણ પડે તમને. You are keeping your mobiles on till 11 p.m. at night. Are you expecting a call from the PMO? તમને એમ કે મને 2G વિશે વધારે ખબર છે, 3G વિશે વધારે ખબર છે, 4G વિશે વધારે ખબર છે, કોલ સ્કેમ વિશે મેં બહુ વાંચ્યું છે. આર યુ એક્સપેક્ટિંગ ધેટ સમડે જોઈન્ટ પાર્લામેન્ટરી કમિટી જેપીસી નરેન્દ્ર મોદી નિમે તેમાં કદાચ મને ફોન કરે અને આઈ ગેટ અ મેમ્બરશિપ ઓન ઇટ, અને એ વખતે કદાચ મને 2G ને 3G ના કૌભાંડો વિશે બહુ ખબર ના હોય તો કદાચ દેશની મહાન અસેવા થઈ જાય એવું લાગે. ચારુસેટ માં તારો રોલ બરોબર કર અને ઘરે જઈને ઘરનો રોલ બરોબર કર, એટલે તારું વર્ક લાઈફ બેલેન્સ ગોઠવાઈ જશે. You don't need to know more about 2G, 3G and 4G. Try to know about a couple of G's in your house. That is more important. Warren Buffett shuts off his mobile at 6 p.m. Recently, the couple completed their 50 years of happy married life, and the 63 CEOs of Berkshire Hathaway flagship company, they arranged 50 surprise parties in 50 different cities of the world. And the last minute, they would tell the Warren Buffett couple that you have to board this private jet and go to Sydney. Right? Surprise party. And they were taken all over the world. The concluding party was in London, attended by more than 30 heads of states of Europe. So you can understand the dignity of that party. 30 heads of states, presidents and prime ministers of European countries, and who's who of the world. Crowd of about 1,000 people. And you could imagine the dignity of that gathering. And the Warren Buffett couple, they were sitting on the dais. Everybody had about like a few selected, about 50 people had about 1 minute, 2 minutes given to them. They come on the dais, share their experiences with the couple. Some good moments, some good sharing, caring with the couple. So it was the celebration of 50 years of married life. Somebody in the audience, after this session was over, he just raised his hands and said, "Sir, if you don't mind, can I ask you a very simple question?" I said, "Yes," to the Warren Buffett couple. And then he said, "Sir, can I ask you the secret of your happy married life for 50 years?" બીજી પેલી કેટલા વર્ષ થયા? Married life ની વાત કરું છું. ગળા નથી. These are the happy days. કારણ કે શું છે, જે પરણ્યા નથી એની માટે આજનો દિવસ એપ્રિલ 1 શું કહેવાય? એપ્રિલ ફૂલ ડે. અને જે પરણ્યા છે ને એની માટે આજે એનિવર્સરી ગયા. દર વર્ષે આ ફૂલ ડે ની જગ્યાએ. I'm just joking. Jokes apart. What I mean to say is, now coming back seriously, the couple was asked, "What is the secret of your happy married life for 50 years?" The microphone was in front of Warren Buffett. His wife, she pulled over and said, "I would like to answer this question." And when she pulled over, no regrets, no wrinkles on Warren Buffett's face, so half of the answer the audience got from this act. And then Warren Buffett's wife said, "Now listen carefully. પારિવારિક જીવન શું છે? આ કક્ષાના લોકો પણ કયા પ્રકારનું પારિવારિક જીવન જીવી શકે છે? If they decide, નક્કી કરે તો, work-life balance." Warren Buffett's wife said, "There has not been a single day in our married life that we have not sat together as a family at 8 p.m. on the dinner table. Unless until Warren Buffett is traveling, which he maintains not more than 7 to 8 days in a month." Secondly, she said, "There has not been a single day in our married life that after dinner, me and my husband, we have not gone out for half an hour of evening walk in the garden together." Third, she said, "There has not been a single day where me and my husband, Warren Buffett, we have not sat together to tuition our children. Thereafter, we tuitioned our grandchildren, and today at the age of 70 plus, we are tuitioning our great-grandchildren." I tell to corporates and many of you as well who are married and you have young kids that you are having tuition sirs coming to your houses to tuition your children because you could afford and Warren Buffett could not, isn't it? તમારે ટ્યુશન ના સર પોસાય છે અને વોરેન બફેટ પોસાતા નથી. આખા ગામના છોકરાને ભણાવો છો, તમારા બે છોકરા જોડે અડધો કલાક કાઢો. Warren Buffett couple was asked, why are you tuitioning your children? You could afford the best tuition teachers. The lady, she said, we want to transmit our values, our culture and the tradition of the family in the next generation. हमारी आवती पेढ़ी ने हमारा कुटुंब ना संस्कार हमारी